YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to another Identity 5 video. Today we're going to be looking at some Seer gameplay, a little bit more than we have in the past. But a lot of people, Seer used to be one of the most common bans in top survivor rank, and it really just doesn't happen anymore. Seer is just banned less and less. There's more mechanic, but Seer does get banned still quite often. We're going to see what happens when Seer is not banned. And I'm actually allowed to play Seer because, as you guys know, I do main Seer. So in this game, we are up against a photographer on Lakeside Village. The photographer going for the teleport strategy. What this is essentially they'll walk around until they, find some survivor. They will take a picture and, have a free kill in photo world because they know where that survivor is. Then they'll teleport to another cipher machine and possibly catch another survivor who didn't want to stay hidden because the photo was taking too long to take a picture and went to decoding, so they could potentially get 2 downs in photo world, which is an interesting strategy, and it actually works pretty well. So we're going to find the wildling here. He's going to go ahead and share him, and I believe he's just going to teleport on a cipher machine somewhere. And now he's going to walk around this crab shack area and go back into the real world, possibly trying to look for the wildling where he went down. But it looks like he's just going to, I believe, teleport towards mini boat here. Yeah, that is to be the case. The wildling was actually right there, and the photo, luckily for us, was unable to actually find that wildling. And I'm gonna go run around here, allowing for the photo to pick up my trail, and he's gonna go ahead and tunnel me, and I'm gonna draw him away from where that wildling went down. So wildling did die down, die near walls, which is that mini boat area. So I'm gonna cut away towards shack here, vault this window, get the speed boost, and transition over towards this pallet. I don't believe, actually go ahead and loop around. Take a loop around shack. The photographer not using confined space, so this is going to allow me to loop around shack and be able to get back to this window yet again. I know he has teleported, not blink, so there's no way of a blink, no risk of a blink terror shock. Getting this pallet, I'm going to throw this down, force the photographer to break it, and I'm going to just kite over towards. No, I'm going to go back into shack. I'm going to vault this and then transition over towards crab shack. The photographer, at this point, just kind of giving up, opposite stop, take a picture, and then continue tunneling me, which is interesting because a lot of photographers that use teleport don't spend a lot of time tunneling survivors. But I'm going to go over here, void this hit, reading that photo that's going to, do that hit there. I'm going to go ahead and try to mind game here, and I'm going to go ahead and loop around. Photographer accidentally walks into the photo world there, so that kind of worked in my favor. This gives me enough time to transition to this pallet. I'm going to throw this pallet down. And just keep going. Again, guys, against a photographer, just keep looping, transitioning. You can do whatever you want. Photographer doesn't really have strong chase. Even with the, you see him building to that fast pallet breaking speed. Even with that, it's very difficult for him to actually secure down. So I'm going to go over here, throw this pallet down, and just keep looping around in this area. I actually owled myself here because I didn't want any risk of a terror shock. It ended up actually being a waste, and I actually make a little bit of a misstep here, guys. Don't do what I do. I kite towards my mirror image, allowing him to get a free hit on it, which was a huge mistake in my part because now I am injured. Unfortunately, that owl sort of going to waste. So don't do what I did get there, guys. That was a little bit of a mistake on my part, but it's okay. Me being a bot for reading my mirror image was, and I am going to transition over towards this area constantly. Trying to build up this owl here, and he walked straight through this pallet. I did not expect this. I was kind of hoping he'd swing at the pallet, but he did not, unfortunately, and I do go down here. Yeah, it is okay, though. Again, it is a photographer. He does have that quick attack recovery, but with no blink as an option, there's always a chance to rebound kite photographer, and he's going to go ahead and teleport onto the perfumer here. Luckily, for the photographer, he does have that card trick available, so he can just head back to the rocket share whenever he wants. Perfumer perfuming a little bit early. I'm surprised not going for an instant perfume, especially because it is a photographer and has that slow hit. But possibly just trying to get him to bait out a hit. Wildling does jump off the boar, dodges this hit and does an excellent job. The wildling goes for a pallet stun here. Photographer did not expect this. This is going to allow me to get both of these 2 pallets down, and I'm going to be able to keep looping over in this area. Photographer does have card trick available, so I do have to watch out for that. But I'm going to go ahead and vault this pallet. And just kind of loop in this area. You got to keep, when you're kiting a photographer, guys, you got to keep track of where the last footstep was, because that's where they can card trick, or where the footsteps were, because they can card trick back towards the the back of those footsteps. So I see him do that again, constantly looking behind me, trying to build up that owl here. I'm going to get over to this pallet here, and as you can see here, almost about 80% of the way done with an owl. I'm going to juke this hit. mind game him into that I'm going to vault this pallet, but I'm actually going to keep looping around here. He's going to hold card trick. I almost have my second owl. He's going to card trick back, and I get my second owl right as he card tricks back there. And I'm able to use it there, you know, to my advantage. I'm going to use this time to, sorry if I can't see my hands, guys. It's kind of cold out. I'm going to use this to transition onto Big Boat. Cloudy, my teammate, is telling me World Portal at top is 2 stories, so I'm going to run up here, get through the World Portal. He's going to go through as well, so he can heal me. He also set up that World Portal, so there's no Cypher machine that it's nearby, so he cannot teleport to it. The closest Cypher machine is Shack, and I'm dying all the way at Garbage Corner or Walls, whatever you want to call it. And Cloudy is, I believe, yeah, he's going to go ahead and just heal me up back to full health. Photo literally has to now give up chasing me, and it was simply because I was able to look behind me, get that second owl, and transition all the way to the World Portal. Good communication between me and Cloudy, setting that up as an option here. It looks like he's just going to go ahead and chase after the Perfumer at this point, the last Cypher machine being decoded by the Wildling. I'm going to get healed up completely. Excellent play from the Perfumer here. Perfuming at the pallet, throwing the pallet down, so even if she gets hit, she can perfume back. But able to get the pallet stun. And photographer maybe a little bit of lag here, I'm not sure. And he's just going to go and take another picture. But an excellent play from the Perfumer there. Very experienced with Perfumer, as you can tell. Photographer lagging a little bit as well, unfortunately. The last Cypher about 90% of the way done, so we're already in a very, very beneficial, you know, position for us. And we're going to go ahead and see him down the Perfumer. Perfumer tells them to pop here. I think Cloudy was like, don't pop. And I'm like, I'm not the one on the Cypher. What do you want me to do? So he's going to go ahead and pop. He actually doesn't see Cloudy's mirror image, which is right there next to the chair, luckily for us. And he's going to go ahead and just teleport towards this big rock gate here. I do expect this, and I leave a little bit early. And I'm going to make my way over towards Big Boat. There's not much the photographer can do. He's going to card trick back to the chair. But Cloudy making a very good play, acknowledging that Perfumer needs to get saved. He saved her in Photo World. At this point, the photographer, you know, acknowledges there's not much you can really do in this position, and he actually ends up surrendering. So, great gameplay overall by every player. Good rescue from the Wildling. Good Whirlpool setup from Cloudy. I was able to kite as much as possible, getting a second owl and making it towards that Whirl Portal. And the Perfumer making good pallet stun as well. So the second game isn't me kiting, but it is showing how an owl could potentially extend a kite, turning a game from a tie to a win. This is against Alien. This is one of the best hunters on the North America European server, and he's playing Axeway, immediately going over. I'm not quite sure what that mercenary was doing. I think he kind of did not see where the hunter was for a second. He got Harpy. He was trying to hide, but it didn't matter. He's going to locate Cloudy, and he's going to go ahead and chase after Cloudy here. I am started to work on a Cypher. So has Enchantress now. I think Mercenary as well. But anyway, Cloudy is going to get chased here. Alien breaking that pallet. Cloudy's going to transition over towards this Christmas tree area. What we call Christmas tree 2 pallet, whatever you want to call it. Really good fireball from Alien. Yeah, right there. Able to hit even with the portal. Cloudy's going to double back through the portal. Good mind game from him there. He's going to throw this pallet down and just keep transitioning, you know, to these pallets. I believe he just runs straight through this one as well. Alien, one of those hunters that likes to swing at pallets quite often. He doesn't like to get mind gamed, and total respect to that. I do that a lot as a hunter. And Cloudy asks for owl here. He's like, just give me owl, give me owl. I need this to transition. There's a good chance he would have gone down to a fireball. This allows him his portals to recharge. He now has 2 available to kite with in this area. It's already been a decent kite so far. He's going to portal through here, dodging this fireball, dodging this one, going back through again. Cloudy is one of those types of priestess that forces the hunters to break their portals, or he will abuse it over and over. He's going to get blinked here. Not much you can really do there as a survivor, unfortunately. And it's a decent kite overall. I was able to finish my Cypher. Enchantress, Jojo about to finish her Cypher as well. Merc about 50% of the way done. But Cloudy also has a very, very strong rebound kite. You're going to see that come into play here as well. It looks like Alien is going to share Cloudy over on this Christmas tree Cypher. And I'm not sure it comes in for the rescue. It looks like Mercenary. I believe so, yeah. Great saves overall in this game as well. Mercenary coming in for the rescue, able to dodge, I believe, dodging this flame here. Yeah, good job from the Mercenary, avoiding the flame. Alien body blocking, trying to get him to save after half, potentially getting a Terror Shock here. Good job from the Mercenary taking the hit. Getting the save, getting the rescue before half. Cloudy's going to go ahead and transition back over to this pallet. He knows it's still there, still has it as an option. 2 portals available. We'll see what he can do to rebound here. This is why Priestess is very strong. Even if you manage to down a Priestess, she still has those portals available to kite with. He's going to go ahead and portal through this wall. Alien's going to get a little bit stuck there. He's going to vault this pallet. Dodges the flame. Alien's going to go back through the portal here, and Cloudy's just going to keep transitioning over in this area, forcing the hunter to break the pallet. Guys, when you are kiting, force that hunter to break that pallet. This is already an excellent rebound kite from Cloudy. Way past the time tide turner run out. We have the last 3 ciphers about 50% of the way down. All of them. Dodges this flame as well. And I'm just telling Cloudy, die God kite. This corner of the area over here is God kite. That is so he dies away from every cipher machine, so there's no way for the hunter to pressure those ciphers. And we can just decode for free. I believe the Enchantress transitioning in for the rescue. I popped my cipher. We're now at 2. Great trade-off here. I'm going to take the Mercenary cipher, which is about 90% of the way done. He's going to head over. He knows where JoJo's cipher is, so he's going to go ahead and pick up JoJo's cipher. Excellent flame dodge from JoJo here. That was a very short and very quick flame, and she was able to dodge it. That's very impressive. JoJo, a very good player. One of the best Enchantress players in the North American European server. And we're going to see her just go in for that rescue. It's okay that Cloudy got farmed the last cipher. Is almost done. JoJo also has a stack available to potentially harass if necessary here. And she is just hovering nearby, just in case, she needs to do that. So very smart gameplay. Watch what Cloudy does here, guys. He got hit with tide turn, but he's going to portal through here. As soon as Alien gets stunned, we're going to pop the cipher. He goes for the blink, unable to hit it with that speed boost. Cloudy's going to transition over here. Portals yet again, wasting as much time as possible for us to escape. This is already Cloudy now on 120 seconds against one of the best Axe Boys and best Hunter mains in the entire server, that being Alien. So this is incredible kite from him so far. And he's just going to transition over here. We have the exit gate primed. All 3 of us are able to escape out that moon gate. Cloudy, again, just going to portal through here, trying to waste as much time as possible. I can't remember if we got a dungeon in this game. I'm not sure, because I think we escaped before. Yeah, we escaped before you can get out. And that is at least a 3-person escape and a win for us. As you guys can saw, the owl wasn't too big, but it was able to extend his kite a little bit, and it allowed him to buy enough time for him to get his portals back, and he was able to rebound kite very strong as well. This is just a testament to Cloudy's skill. I know this isn't too much compared, this isn't too much with Seer, but it's mostly just showing off Cloudy because I like to get him in the videos because he's a very good player. That's going to wrap it up for the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all your support. It really does mean a lot. If you guys like the video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.